Everyone, and welcome to this lesson. We have been talking about sorting in JavaScript while working with arrays, and dealt extensively with the topic and learned different aspects of it. And we have come to the end of it in the last lesson. In this particular lesson, we are going to be moving to another key topic, which is JavaScript array iterations, which means how do you iterate, how do you loop when working with arrays in JavaScript, and that is what this topic is all about. The first method under iterations that we are going to be considering is the array forEach method. The forEach method calls a function, a callback function once for each array element, and there's an example on the screen right here, an array of numbers. Then the method, which is the forEach method, is passed passed to the numbers array, and then the function for that iteration itself is made below it, that it should iterate over the value, the index, and then the array itself. Let's take a look at what this example will do in real life. So here I am in my code editor again. So I'm going to make an array const numbers equals. So let's say I have this right here, right? And then I'm saying this is where I want the output to be. So it's usually empty. Let me leave it empty that way. And now I can do forEach. I passed in my function. And my function itself that has not been made, which is the next thing I'm going to. But before I'm going to make the function, I want to output the result of what I'll be getting from the function, and then I can now make my function. And then the function will be like this. And if you take a look at my screen, what can you see? 45, 4, 9, 16, and 25. Now, note something very important in the function itself. Consider this function takes three arguments. The value, this is the item value. It comes here. Then the item index, its position, and then the array itself, which is this whole thing that we have here. So this example uses three arguments or parameters as what it takes for it to output the values that we have right here on the screen. Now, this example can also be written by omitting the index and array and use the value only, and it will still give you the kind of results that you want. So let me show you what that basically means. So instead of what I have here, I can go again and say let text equals to this, and then number, and the method forEach method, my function. Then let me output what will come when I make the function. Document dot get element by id, not class name. Dot inner HTML equals to the output of what I want from my function, and then I can make the function itself, function my function. And instead of value index and array, I can pass in the value only and say, okay, the text should be text plus value plus br. Sorry, not text, txt right here. And now that I have this, I can see that nothing is coming on my screen. So let me take a look at what could be wrong here. I want to inspect document. The get element by ID is not a function. Document dot get element by ID. So the error is there. Document dot get elements, not elements, but elements instead. So that's where the error is coming from. And now you can see that on my screen, there's a correct output, just like how I got it the other time when I passed in 3 arguments or 3 parameters to the function. In this particular one, I'm just passing one particular value as the argument into the function, which is value, which means that index and array are optional. Now, if I remove value and pass in index, let's see what happens. Nothing is showing. What if I passed in the array itself? Nothing is showing. So, which means that value is key because the value represents each of these child elements of the main array. So this is the forEach method in JavaScript array. So it's one of the methods through which you can work with arrays in JavaScript. So it calls a function, a callback function once for each array element and gives you an output that matches or corresponds with whatever is the outcome from such iteration. So this is the forEach method in JavaScript. And in the next lesson, we'll be taking a look at another method of working with arrays through iterations in JavaScript. Thank you, and in the next lesson, I will see you.